Hey,
Hey.
you know how I saw that position, the job position online and applied for it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Didn't you have an interview for that?
I had an interview yesterday.
Okay. How'd it go?
Actually it was really weird.
How so?
So I was researching the company before I applied, how many employees they have, their mission statement, looking up stuff about the CEO, normal stuff. And then I found this website that has reviews by employees. Well, I saw this one.
They're all vampires. That's a weird thing to say.
Hi, I'm Erica.
And I'm Sam. And today on Breathe English, we're talking about job interviews.
Job interviews where nothing creepy or scary happens.
Nope, nothing creepy. Just normal job interviews.
So let's go.
Let's do it. Nowadays, when we look for jobs, we do a lot of job searching online. Search for what you're looking for and find job postings, which are descriptions that companies write about positions that they are looking to fill. So these are available or open positions, and they are hiring for those positions. You apply for those positions, and with any luck, you will get an interview. Before an interview, it is normal to do a little bit of research about the company. This may include how many people work for a company, what their mission statement is. The mission statement talks about the goals or the ideas that the company wants to work with, and also who the key players are. So key players could be the CEO, and there are lots of other leadership positions, directors. These are the decision makers. So they are the ones that guide the company, and it's important to know what they value because that will affect how the company is run. They probably don't mean they're real vampires. I mean, this employee probably just had bad blood with the company.
Bad blood?
The idiom, like they had an ongoing argument.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so what happened in the interview?
Well,
You have a very impressive resume, Erica. Can you tell me a little bit about your work experience?
I would be happy to. So I received my degree from St. Olaf, and after graduating in 2010, I went on to start a teaching job. And in that position, I was responsible for creating all my own lesson plans. And a bit later, I went on to receive an additional teaching certificate as part of my professional development.
Tell me about your strengths.
I'm an organized self-starter who is great at multitasking and problem solving.
We do use some custom software that will be new to you.
Well, I'm a fast learner, so I'm sure I'll be able to pick it up quickly.
Yeah. Erica, aren't you going to talk about how our viewers can support us?
Yeah, totally. So please subscribe, like this video, and now you can become a patron on Patreon. You want to tell us about it?
Yes, Patreon is a website that allows viewers and people who appreciate our work to pledge a small amount or a big amount monthly, and that enables us to keep producing and making content. So you can find the link down in the description.
It's a huge help. Thank you so much. Let's
You
get
are
back to our story.
So jumpy.
Well, you might see why. So a resume, we call it resume in the US, or they call it a CV in places like Europe and other countries. That is a one-page description of your work experience, maybe a bit about your education and your skills. A cover letter is an individualized letter that you send along with your resume or CV when you apply for a job. A cover letter introduces yourself and describes why you're interested in the job and why you would be a great fit for the job. Some words in English we can use to describe ourselves as good workers are organized, hardworking, or a self-starter, and proactive. So proactive and self-starter are similar, and that means you think of things that need to be done and you go ahead and do them.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
Just wait, I'm getting to the weird part.
What are your professional goals?
I'd like to further my skills in this field, and I believe this company is the perfect fit to help me achieve that.
All right. Now, Erica, as part of our screening process, we like to do a little bit of word association. So I will say a word, and you say the first word that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Ready.
Darkness.
Night.
Flying.
Bird.
Thirsty.
Water.
Blood.
Red.
Can you tell me about an obstacle you faced at your former employment and how you overcame it? In addition to the interview, some companies will do an additional screening process. This may include some type of test for logic or problem solving. You should expect that the interviewer will ask you some questions about your past job experience. These questions won't only be what you did, but about things that happened during those other jobs that you've had. For example, they might ask you to tell about an obstacle you faced. So a problem that you faced that you solved. You can talk about this by using a few key phrases. You can say one good example that comes to mind, and later talk about how you fixed the problem. I was able to resolve this by... Another very common question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You can say, I want to further my skills and talk about those skills. You can say, I want to further my career in your field. Or I see myself in a management position, for example. And it's important in this moment to draw a connection between your future goals and the company's goals. I see myself in 5 years in a management position, and I think that I would be a perfect candidate or a perfect fit for this company to grow with the company and reach that position. Do you have any questions for me?
What's company culture like?
We believe in putting our blood, sweat, and tears into our work. But when the work week is over, you can bet we leave the office like a bat out of hell.
What's your favorite thing about working here?
Bringing in new blood like you.
New blood?
New people to the company.
Is it just me or did it get dark in here? You know, I love your lipstick color. What's it called?
Oh, it's called A positive.
So it's really important to prepare some questions for your interviewer. So they want to see that you have researched the job and the company and that you're interested. So some things you could ask about, you can ask about what the work culture is like. Laid back, maybe they really encourage creativity, or maybe it's a more competitive driven kind of work culture. You can also ask the interviewer what their favorite thing is about working there. And here they might bring up some cool things about the job. You know, maybe they offer professional development, or they offer lots of flexibility regarding the projects you're working on. Or maybe they'll talk about some cool perks that come with the job. Like maybe they have a gym in the office, or snacks, or maybe there are opportunities to go on trips with your job. So those are all examples of perks.
So that's it?
Yeah, well, I asked her about next steps in the interview process, and I told her I was looking forward to hearing from her.
So they weren't really vampires.
No way, not a chance.
Absolutely not.
So ridiculous.
Well, that lesson was different.
I'll say. Well, thanks for watching, and we'd love to hear about your experiences with vampires. I mean, job interviews. Do you have any tips about how to make a good impression? Let us know in the comments.
You had me freaked out for a moment there.
So funny.
Erica,
Yeah.
what's that on your neck?